Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Lead meteorologist Sean Choquette here for that hail forecast. Yes, I'm wearing green, not just because it's St. Patrick's Day, but also we had our first 5-star map of the year. So yeah, exactly. Get yourselves, if you're new here and you haven't, I'm sure a lot of you guys are out working right now. You may not even be watching me live. So thanks to our sponsors as always, and we'll break down a recap of yesterday a little bit in this video, but really we're actually gonna have Derik come back here. He was at a conference earlier today. He will be back in time. We're gonna do a full recap at 4 o'clock. So we do have that 5-star, first 5-star of the year. Shout out to Jennifer here at our office. She picked Fort Worth as that first city that would get a 5-star, and lo and behold, here we are on St. Patrick's Day, their first 5-star map. All the storms from yesterday have pushed east today. It looks like more high wind and some a low-end tornado chance is possible through the rest of this afternoon across the deep south. I'll break that down for you. And we'll just kind of give a quick little peek as of what we can see potentially next week. What's that first week of spring looking like? The first day of spring, I think, is on Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday, I think. I don't know the dates, but either way, we'll kind of break down what to expect as we're officially moving into spring here. So finally, that wind to storm. It is last day here today on St. Patrick's Day. Booth 505, I'm sure if you guys are at wind to storm, you want to find out more about what happened with the storms, feel free to come on over and come talk to us. And again, get that demo here. If you are first time here at Hail Trace, you can check us out at that. So those storm reports yesterday, we had a fair number of them. Didn't quite hit 100 for the day, but in the 80s there. Zooming in, obviously the main area of focus is the Dallas area. Had a bunch in southern Oklahoma and even south of Dallas as well. So those are the storm reports we had on the 16th. And with that, we did make a 5-star map here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. It covers a whole bunch of ground here. So it was in Dallas, Fort Worth, Cleburne, Mineral Wells, and Weatherford also were impacted pretty significantly as well. We had 3-inch hail and approximately 262,000 homes impacted. That's not with the 3-inch hail. That was with just quarter size or better. Up to 3-inch hail was all over the place. Just large isolated hail. And that, I mean, again, the 5-star maps can range, mind you. I think a lot of folks think about that Keller storm from 2021 or the Norman storm. Those are, we'd almost categorize as 6-star maps where you can see the damage from, like, you know, the highway. Like this is more that large hail impacting quite a bit of areas. And also here in the Irving area, it looks like there was quite a bit of more wind-driven hail. So the hail may not have been as large, but quite a lot of it falling in locations here across the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So what's happening right now? Well, we've had a pretty intense cold front sweep a good chunk of the central and southern plains here. You can see a lot of sunshine in the center of the country, and now here across the southeast is where all that severe weather may end up happening. Right now it's a lot of heavy rain, but there is that chance it gets a couple severe thunderstorms mixing in with everything here as it's all pushing off to the east pretty quickly with that cold front. And you can tell the temperature is as clear as day. Where the cold air is and the warm, unstable air is left, it's pretty much confined to Florida and parts of the East Coast, and even like sneaking up, it's warmer in New York than it is in Dallas right now, just because of that the severe intensity of that cold front. It's March. It's what happens here, guys. So watching that cold front as we push through the rest of this afternoon here, by the time we get to the dinner time hours, everything will be shifting off the coast. By the time it's about 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Central Time, so 8 p.m. So by the time the sun goes down, that cold front will be all the way down to about Jacksonville. So most of the continental United States is going to be cold going into this weekend, and that's really going to minimize any hail or severe wind chances for the remainder of the day. So future radar for the rest of this afternoon, the HRRR model is showing the potential for some severe weather forming pretty much along the leading edge of the rain here, places like along the I-10 corridor, and possibly a couple isolated storms forming in eastern sections of Alabama and into Georgia. And this will all just push to the east pretty quickly here. By the time we get to about the 7 or 8 o'clock hour, the rain will start to kind of die down and just have the occasional thunderstorm forming up. And that does really only lend the potential for just some gusty winds, nothing too wild, probably only up to maybe 60 miles an hour, really confined close to the Gulf Coast where that majority of the instability will be available and not just heavy rain. So Mobile, Alabama, Tallahassee, I think are the most likely places where you could see possibly some gusts up to 60 miles an hour, at the very least severe thunderstorm warning. Otherwise, low chances across the board here. Tornadoes are very similar, where we'll see that potential maybe a spin-up tornado or two. You probably need some interaction with any of the sea breeze fronts or anything. So low chances in Tallahassee and Mobile, just pretty much confined to right along the I-10 corridor in the Florida Peninsula and the little, whatever you call it, the little baby panhandle of Alabama. So that's what we're looking at for today going into your St. Patrick's Day weekend. What are we looking at going into next week? This is just a pretty broad, easy overview of just the extended temperature outlook. The thing to take away from this is notice that cooler than normal temperatures here in the west. That's implying that the Climate Prediction Center is thinking that the jet stream will be doing something similar to this, where you have a big trough in the west and then a ridge in the east where you get that warmer than normal temperatures, this middle ground here. That's setting up for the potential for some more severe weather.